Hey guys, it's Ya L8r
And Courtney Noir.
and you are listening to another episode of The Pleasure's All Yours.
We are a podcast all about the sexual liberation of the Black and queer communities.
We really wanted to create a space for us to talk, laugh, kiki, and really emphasize how the pleasure is.
It's all yours.
Girl.
Hey,
How long has it been?
who knows? Truly, time is like really not real. Like you really don't get it. Like time is not. I don't know what month we're in. I don't know what week we're in. I don't know what day of the week it is. I'm just living.
It won't be like your normal episode today. And maybe like, you know, we just have a few things basically, but for sure, we can still kick off every episode, you know, like we usually do with a pleasure moment. It has been a little bit since you guys heard from us, so
I mean, I'll go first. Okay. My pleasure moment is seeing a new part of the country. I have never been to Pittsburgh before, and it was like really beautiful. Like it was so nice. So that's my pleasure moment, just getting to see somewhere I've never been before. I feel like lately I've been going to places that I've just been before, so it's not as like exciting,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, Pittsburgh was like a very happy surprise, and it kind of made me like want to start looking at other, not, I guess Pittsburgh is not a flyover city, you
Yeah.
know, because like they have a football team, like it's a known city, but it just made me want to like start looking at these like side cities that I've been like eyeing, like who cares about going to Pittsburgh?
bitch, why would I want to go to Ohio?
Girl, why was Cincinnati exactly what I was thinking? I was like, maybe I should go to Cincinnati
Why
next.
the fuck would I go to Ohio?
So yeah, that is my pleasure moment, just
Oh,
like
hi.
getting to see. Oh, hi. Okay, that was good.
That really tickled Courtney, guys.
That was a good one. I was like, what? Oh, hi. Oh, you did
it again.
Okay, what was your pleasure moment like?
I feel like I've been having a lot of pleasure moments lately, but my most prominent one is I've been seeing someone.
Her. You've been talking about her.
Yes, and I have been talking about her. But we made things official over this past weekend.
It's giving snaps and claps.
Yeah. And I think that just like spending time with her and hanging out with her has been like the biggest pleasure moment I have. Because I'm experiencing a lot of new things and feelings and like thought processes as well. And like it has really pushed me, like obviously I was already looking for therapy, but it has really pushed me into a direction of like, okay, I need to be working a little harder than I am. Like I'm kind of coasting at a comfortable pace, but if I am going to be like emotionally invested into a person and I want that to last long and I want it to be healthy, then I need to be consistent with my therapy.
I love that.
And thankfully my insurance does telehealth appointments are 100% covered by my insurance. So I do my therapy telehealth. It is free. So I've been going every week versus like how I used to do it, which was like every other week, maybe once a month. So that has been like really transformative. And like even I sent like a long voice memo to D, and she was just like, even just the way that you're talking about things, like I can really tell, like it hasn't been that long. It's been like maybe a month, but she's like, I can really tell like how hard you're working to like really change these processes you have. And then, yeah, and it's really helped with like me and Red's relationship as well, and us coming back to like a place of normalcy. So I've just been sharing a lot of love and affection and stuff with a person. And yeah, I was waiting for her to be like, I was waiting for her.
Yeah.
And once she gave me the go ahead, I was like, oh, bitch.
Press the gas.
I'm not waiting for you no more. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, we love to hear that. We love to hear the self-improvement mixed in with like meshing into somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
Like instead of.
Yeah. And I didn't I mean, obviously I realized before, but like it's really hard to balance everything.
Yeah.
And like I consistently teeter that line of like neglecting things because I want to spend time and then like actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But she holds me accountable and so does my therapist. So there's not really much room for me to be like, And I'm a yapper. So if I have to do something, I'm going to tell you I'm going to do it.
Period.
And then if I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to come over, and she'll be like, well, don't you have that to do that thing? And I'll be like, fuck.
Let me do that thing real quick.
Yeah. So just lots of new experiences.
Yeah. Y'all are locked in.
We are locked in.
Officially.
Absolutely.
Period.
Huge fan. Usually after our pleasure moment too, we'll do a fun fact. And today, our fun fact is going to be that we are partnering with myvelvettouch.com.
myvelvettouch.com.
And they were just so lovely and nice and reached out to us about doing a partnership with some toys and maybe getting you guys some free toys or even just discounted toys.
Yes, discounted all the time, honey. Whenever you need it, go online, use this little discount code. We got you.
Yeah, and the discount code is pleasure25.
Okay.
So
we'll put that in the description of this episode, and we'll probably post it somewhere on our socials.
Yes.
For you guys to use, as well as the link.
Yes. So Courtney and I have partnered with My Velvet Touch, and they sent us they sent both of us a toy, and we're also just going to do a cute little review. So yeah, our fun fact is mostly just talking about our new partnership
with myvelvettouch.com.
Exactly, girl. So I got one of those like little rose toys. It's like a 3-in-1. And then Courtney got...
I got a little G-spot massager that's also a clitoral suction. Got a little suction on it too.
Yeah.
So a little rabbit.
Yeah. And we love air pressure.
We do. We are air pressure girlies.
Yeah.
Yes, we do love a good air pressure toy. We've always been fans of the air pressure.
Yes.
The good ones. And we love to tell you the difference.
Yeah, we do. Especially because, I just be feeling such exclusive girl pussy vibes. Every single time
with that bocce?
I use my Laura DiCarlo bocce, like every single time.
Girl, so like I brought it on a trip, and I remember thinking in the airplane, I was like, man, like if anything happens to this toy, I will like kill myself.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like it can never be replaced.
It can't.
Like it's the last one, unless I'm gonna try to find a used one online on eBay or something. Yeah, like we are God's favorite. We are the chosen ones.
We really did. Because I'm telling you, Courtney, you brought it on a trip. You are so brave.
Yeah.
Because
I take it on the road with me.
I'm telling you, it took me one time. I went to Miami for like a week, and I brought my bocce with me. And when I tell you, I remember vividly putting it under the pillow because we went out, and I was like, oh, they're like, we put a thing for them not to come in, but in case they come in, I'm gonna put it under the pillow. And then we were packing our suitcase, and I fucking forgot it under the pillow. I have never been more devastated in my fucking life.
Tears, truly.
Tears. I was so fucking sad. So I bought another one.
And you were lucky that you were able to buy another one.
And now I can't buy
another one. She out of business. I think it's so funny that we are literally trying to do an ad for a different toy company.
About a toy.
But there's no better toy than the Laura DiCarlo discontinued bocce.
Well, one number one goes and another one has to take its place.
I love that.
Killing
it today.
I'm still locked in. I took my Adderall this morning. What time is it? It's 4. Yeah, I still got about like 3 or 4 more hours.
What are you going to do with the rest of your energy?
Well, I'm going to go home. I'm going to tidy up a little, and then I'm going to drive to South Dallas.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
as you should.
it.
Yeah.
I don't have, my brain was on all day today, and work was really irritating. So I have decided I've used my brain power enough. But if I were to use it on anything, it's going to be a video game, 100%.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so myvelvettouch.com.
Yes, girl.
Has some of the best toys on the market, and we can get them to you for a discounted price.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the toy that you got? Well, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and give mine a review. Okay. So I was gifted the Adela, which is a rabbit type toy from Your Velvet Touch. 9 modes on the vibration, 9 modes on the suction. Gorgeous, very, very soft. It's 100% medical grade silicone ABS. So we love that. It's going to be completely body safe. And, you know, just for the girlies that shop on Amazon, I love to say that if you get an Amazon toy, you cannot guarantee that it's medically or body safe. So you just really want to make sure you're going to reputable websites like myvelvettouch.com.
Exactly.
Period. I really like the Adela. The Adela for me is perfect because the shaft of the G-spot stimulator is pretty slim. So to me, I would like describe it as maybe like 2 fingers thick. Like, so if you are a girly that likes a little bit of stimulation and penetration, but you are like really sensitive to like the amount that you're getting, I think it's perfect. And then the little head kind of has like a little flat part on it. So it really sits nicely directly on your G-spot. And I personally, I love a little clitoral and penetration vibe, but I'm going to be honest, the clitoral suction on it was a little too powerful for me to use at the same time.
Yeah.
So I found myself like switching them on and off, which is a very cool function.
Feature, yeah.
A feature for the toy that you can turn one off and one on. Or you can have them both on, or you can have them both off.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like however you feel. The second thing I wanted to mention about the toy is like the shape, as far as like how you would hold it when you're using it. It's really aerodynamical. I feel like it's good for those who have like arthritis or kind of just need a little bit
because it's got that little bulb at the end.
Yes, so it really fits
easy
in your
to hold on
hands.
to. Yeah.
And I love that the tagline, I think it's for the whole company, but the tagline for this particular toy is gives you sexy hands.
Ooh.
And it really does, because it just makes everything that your hands are doing even more sexy.
I really love that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it comes in different colors, but Courtney got the purple one.
Yeah, it's a really nice, sexy, elegant plum, I would say. So if that's floats your boat, I would go for that. If you're a visual person, really good to have a nice creamy layer on that when you're done with it. Okay. I'm gonna just be honest about it.
Hell yeah, I love that.
But yeah, my experience has been pretty good. I really don't use penetrative toys very often, which is why I gravitated towards this one, because I just really want to try something new. I feel like I've been in a little masturbation rut lately where it's just been hard for me to like really enjoy my process of pleasuring myself. So that's been helpful. Yeah.
I love that.
Get you the Adela if you're into penetration and clitoral suction.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So what was your toy, Lex?
Mine was called the Immortal Flower.
So cute. You are an immortal
cute.
flower.
I was just about to say that. It was so good. Yeah, no. And like obviously I love suction things. And this one is kind of like the rose, and I know that's been like a huge fad. But it looks like a flower and it looks like a rose, and then there's like a little tail piece that has a little bulb on the end, and both of those have 9 functions. So like the little tiny vibrating piece has 9 functions, the suction piece has 9 functions, and I really liked it mostly because it's a good like I thought it was a good like 3-in-1, mostly because you can either have the little bulb, like I guess maybe 4-in-1 then.
Give it to me.
Because the little tiny bulb, since it vibrates, you can either like have it inserted while you're using the
clitoral part,
which was one of my favorite ways to use it. But you can also like pop it in your butt if you want it.
Yes, the little anal play.
Yes, the little, and it's so small. It's so
it'll be
tiny.
very comfortable. It's like a small butt plug if you've ever used it.
Exactly. But like even smaller than that. It's like literally like a little keyhole in your, like you can make, it's so small. And then I was saying you could put it in your butt, you could put it in your vagina. Or if you just want vibration and not the suction, you can use it clitorally too, because like I said, it is small and you can hold on to it. And then you can turn them both on or off. So if you don't want to use the little stem part, you don't have to use that. And if you don't want to use a little rose part, you don't have to use that either.
Now, I have a question for the lesbians.
Yes.
Do you feel like the string is long enough to like kind of have some kind of like dual play? Like, do you think
Like
you could use it with a
person?
partner like at the same time, or like figure out a way to stimulate both of you guys at the same time? What do you think?
You know what? I didn't even think about that. But like with like the cord, the little bud part, it's long enough that like if you got in like scissor position, you could most likely like have your coochies close enough to where like the vibrating part can go to one and then the air pressure part could go to another.
Okay.
So maybe 5-in-1. Hold
A little
on.
partner play mixed in with that.
Come on. Okay. Because I think on the website they advertise it as like maybe a 2-in-1.
Yeah, probably.
But yo,
if you, especially in these trying times, in the economic position that we're all in, it's important to find a toy that you can use in a bunch of different ways. If you're somebody who's like young, maybe you're still living with your family and you can't have a bunch of toys that do a lot of things, find a toy that does a bunch of things like this one.
And then I liked how they shipped it too. They shipped it to my place, but it came in like a regular shipping box. It didn't really have anything on outside of the shipping box. And then when you open it, it was like kind of wrapped in something. And then there's another little black box inside. And the box had a little seal on it. I don't remember what the fucking box said. It's been a little bit since we got it, but it had a cute little saying on it. And then it had a cute card on it that was like basically, you know, our pleasure is our business or something like that.
Oh, cute.
So it was just really cute. A little thank you card.
Nondescript until you get into it.
Until you open it. So very discreet shipping. It got here pretty fast too. I think it only got here like 3 days after they said they shipped it. So that also was really nice. I didn't check to see like where it was coming from. I think it was a US address though.
Okay.
So, you know, tariffs still might affect the price depending on where they get the toy from, but our little Pleasure 25 code should definitely get you a discount, which obviously will help your wallet, girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty like, I don't want to say it was like pretty standard for an air pressure, but like it's just like the Rose. It just has an extra piece and a few extra functions. I like air pressure. I just don't like it too intense. So like the first setting is like more than enough for me. I know like some people, they are like, oh, I can go to like 3. You're insane.
Yeah, don't suck my clit off.
Don't suck my clit off.
No, thank you.
And it's not like, I know you hear like suction and the Rose, and I just have to point out, because I know it's a technicality, but it's not suction, it's air pressure that mimics suction. So there's no real way for you to hurt yourself with the air pressure, and there's also no real way for your clit to be sucked off your body, because it's no suction. It's just like a little piece on the inside that traps the air inside of the little hole that's on the top, and it just pushes your clit forward and backwards, which mimics suction. So it feels like a mouth, it feels like suction, but it's not. So safe. That one is also made out of medical grade silicone ABS, so non-porous.
Yeah,
real good to clean.
Make sure you just use some certified toy cleaner on it. Don't use that fucking Dawn soap that you use to wash your dishes. Don't use body soap. Don't use that flavored hand soap that's sitting from Bath and Body Works, babe. If you need to use anything and you don't want to get a toy cleaner, go ahead and get you that Summer's Eve, that Vagisil, that whatever you use that's unscented, that you could use to clean your coochie. That's what you can also use to clean your toys.
And My Velvet Touch has toy cleaner and stuff on their website. So that's really nice too.
They also have wipes. Like I
love toy wipes.
I like to wash. I mean, I know that's like step 1. Like you can use your wipes, like especially if you're traveling or if you're out and about and you're using a toy. Wipes are really good to keep in your bag because you can wipe the toy down before you store it. And then when you get home, make sure you boil it or you wash it with your soap, your light soap.
Yeah. I also looked at so like on myvelvettouch.com, they do have like a thing that shows like their journey and their mission statement and stuff. So like I pulled it up because I couldn't remember. But it's about connection, confidence, and truly knowing yourself.
Love that.
So yeah, I like it because it's like smash taboos around sexual wellness for women, empowering women to fearlessly explore themselves. Like obviously those are things that we do all the time. So
they really match our brand, huh?
They do. They match our vibe. And we love a good vibe match.
Yeah. Literally.
Come on.
Because, you know, toys.
Toys.
They vibrate.
Oh my God.
We're on one. You know
I didn't even notice until.
You know, I think there's a lot of like comfort and like not relatability, but whatever you call when like it brings back fond memories. What do you call that?
Reminiscent. Yeah.
This is very reminiscent. You know, I miss just being able to like just talk about toys like we used to, you know, when we worked at the sex store.
Yeah.
And we got to see all these toys coming in and out all the time. We got to try them first. We got to go to the educational panels about these toys.
Yeah.
I think that was like our little like safe, fun space where we just got to play.
Yeah.
And it feels nice to kind of get back in there for a second.
Yeah.
I do miss that lifestyle sometimes, you know?
Yeah. But it's nice that My Velvet did reach out and that we do have like an opportunity to have a partnership with them, because that kind of still gives us that thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great segue into talking about how we will kind of be on a little hiatus.
Yeah.
Just a little one.
It's time for a break.
It's time for a break. And it's mostly time for a break because we feel like where our lives are going and how we're experiencing life right now, we want to shift the focus from being so much about sex to maybe more so being about like women's wellness and queer wellness and our own health and like ways that we could all be taking care of ourselves and each other together. So maybe making it something more community focused that is also not solely based on sex. Like obviously that's still something we are very connected to. We 100% plan on still having topics like that, but I think we just need some time to regroup and come up with a solid plan, because it doesn't feel great to like get in front of the mic and like either Courtney or myself just not really feel it even while we're making that outline. Like the topics, we want to shift focus just a little. Definitely didn't want to be half-assing, because
definitely not that. I think 2025 has genuinely just been such a year of transition for every single person that I've spoken with. I was talking to my waxer today about it. It's just like, whether it's politics, whether it's economics, whether it's sexuality, whether it's mental health, it just seems like there's so much in the air right now for everybody. And personally, I just feel like I'm a Scorpio, so I don't like to get online and be talking shit about things I really don't understand. And right now I feel like I'm in a place where I don't really understand like some of the topics I want to cover. I don't have the bandwidth to like research about it. I'm really just trying to like fucking survive. You know, I think it's just like we all go through these transitional periods, and this is just one of them, you know?
Yeah. So it's just, you know, we want to give you 100.
Truly.
Not be on here like men do, just saying shit in front of a mic.
Just talking shit.
Yeah.
Saying whatever.
But obviously we've been on a run and our birthday still is in July.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and we'll be 3. But you just might not see us until fall.
Who knows?
Yeah. But
stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram. You can keep up with our discount codes. You can keep up with our toy reviews and other little drops that we might give you along the way during this transitional period. Yeah. Anything else? Wow.
No, that was pretty much it. It's a nice, short, and sweet one. We really wanted to talk about My Velvet Touch and, you know, give them a shout out. And also just let our community and listeners know, like, why you haven't seen us and why you won't be seeing us for a little bit.
We do love you, though. And
100%.
We miss this shit probably as much as you do.
And maybe we'll be back in the stew when we come back.
Absolutely.
Or back in a stew. Maybe not the same one. But.
Yes. My little living room can only take us so far.
And we just go, it's like when you go into the office.
Yes.
It's like when you work from home, but then you go into the office. Like you work from home, you get real comfy. Like, you know, but us going into the studio was definitely like
we were locked in.
Yeah, we were so locked in. We were in the studio. So, yeah.
But yes, still follow us on Instagram so you can keep up with us. Our personal Instagrams are also linked to our the Pleasures All Yours Instagram, which is all your pleasures _.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Whether you're listening to this on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bitch. We love you so much, and we will be back.
So this is not bye. It's
See you later. That was perfect.